Thanks, Robin. Why, oh why, are we all so quick to criticise Gen Y? Why have they become such a source of contempt, scorn, and dare I say it, ladies and gentlemen, fear? Generation Y, those born between 1980 and 1995, thereabouts, is being hailed as the most narcissistic generation to date. A group of uber-stroked kids who, as adults, are demanding from their employers the same supervision and self-esteem building that their parents gave them. At least that's what some of the media, and no doubt what the opposition would have you believe. But ladies and gentlemen, the perception that generations differ in their attitudes, it's not new. As Robin alluded to, the famous quote by Socrates in 1425 BC was, "Children nowadays are tyrants. They gobble their food, they contradict their parents, and they tyrannise their teachers." To make sweeping statements about an entire generation, it's not only unfair to young employees, but it's dangerous to employers who blindly believe them. And it would make the baby boomers amongst us, Angus, the long-haired, dope-smoking, free-loving hippies of the 1970s. Hold true, Angus? I'm not sure.
He was 60. Great
I've just given you a cool factor, haven't I? Those who willingly embrace this character assassination are just reworking a really old, tired theme, one that age equates to wisdom and that youth equates to inexperience. Also known as millennials, there are approximately 4.5 million Generation Ys in Australia, and they are the fastest growing segment in our workforce. And over the next 4 years, over 1 million of them will be entering into the workforce. Can you really afford to write them off? Generation Y, we say, get on the train or get left behind. All aboard. First station is myth number 1. Generation Y are disloyal and ambitious. Let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, gone are the days of working for a company for 30 to 40 years. In today's environment, nobody trusts the system to take care of them long term. From the fall of major companies during the dot-com era, and more recently the terrifying global financial meltdown, Gen Ys are acutely aware that there's no such thing as a sure thing. In fact, a recent article in the Sydney Morning Herald revealed that young adults actually think a job for life is a form of imprisonment. Gen Y see choice and change as part of their career, and they know that being adaptable will work for them and not against them. And tell me, when did ambition become a dirty word? We, at Gen Y understand that this ambition can be infuriating to the boomers who spent years diligently climbing the ladder. But wise up, people. Putting your nose to the grindstone for 20 years at a company no longer guarantees you a spot in their future. Gen Y are adaptable and they're realistic, attributes we should all aspire to have. So as we rumble down the track, let's stop in at stop number 2. That the myth that Gen Y need constant praise. Okay, granted, Generation Y has, without a doubt, grown up in a culture of participation, where just about every effort, no matter how small, is valued. But what's the real problem here? We think that the employees who dish out kudos for little more than turning up should blame themselves. Another myth, that Gen Y are lazy and they spend all this time on their mobile phones. Ladies and gentlemen, work distractions are not new. Where we once used to sneak a game of solitaire, we now go onto Facebook. Where we used to talk on the phone, we now SMS. So ladies and gentlemen, here at Gen Y Camp, we urge you to stop and think before you stamp Gen Y with the false labels bandied about by some in the media and, no doubt, by the opposition. We say nurture, challenge, inspire and fertilise the seedling that is your Gen Y employee and watch them grow.